Okay guys, go ahead and pause the video and go to your cubby and get your binder so you can get your homework, and we'll go ahead and go over that first. Alright, the first one says complete the table. Our table tells us we need to add 34 to each one of these numbers. So adding 34 to 50 gives you 84. Adding 34 to 20, you should have gotten 54. If you add 34 to 0, you should get 34. And if you add 34 to 30, you should get 64. Check your work. If you didn't do it, go ahead and fill that in. Write the fraction that is represented by this rectangle. We know to find the denominator, we have to know how many pieces total there are, and there are 3. To find the numerator, we see how much of the fraction, rectangle is shaded, and that's 1. Okay. Now to rounding the numbers, round each number to the nearest 10, then add. Okay. So we're going to round 41 to the nearest 10. We're going to identify the place, look next door. 4 or less, give it a rest. So we're going to give the 4 a rest. Alright, identify the place, look next door. 4 or less, no. 5 or more, So 5 or more, raise the score. So this will be 130. So 130 plus 40 is going to be 170. Okay? In 1 hour, Miranda hiked 342 feet. In another 2 hours, Miranda hiked 512 feet. If the mountain is 1,000 feet high, how many more feet does Miranda have to hike? Well, we have to find out how many she's hiked so far in all. So, I'm probably going to have to get over here on the side and figure that out. So we're going to add 512 plus 342, and we're going to get 854. Okay, so she's already hiked 854 miles. Alright, so the mountain is 1,000 feet high. So how many more feet does she have to hike? Many more. How many more? That's subtraction. So we're going to say 1,000 minus 854. Remember, when you have all of these zeros, you can't borrow from anyone. So you have to borrow from the whole 1,000. Remember when we did this? So if we borrow from the whole 1,000, that makes this 999. Now I can subtract. 9 take away 5 is 4. 9 take away 8 is 1. So your answer is 145. And don't forget to put what you're talking about. Here we're talking about feet. Okay? Alright. Yesterday we started talking about equivalent fractions. I'm going to let you watch a video really quickly about equivalent fractions, and then I'm going to describe, explain your activity sheet for today. Okay? So let's watch the video.
So I've got a whole pizza here, and let's say that I were to cut it into 2 equal pieces. Let me cut it right over here into 2 equal pieces, and let's say that I ate one of those 2 equal pieces. So let's say I ate all of this right over here. What fraction of the pizza have I eaten? Well, I took the whole and I divided it into 2 equal pieces, and then I ate one of those pieces. And then I ate one of those pieces. So I ate 1/2 of the pizza. Now let's imagine that instead of cutting that pizza into only 2 equal pieces, let's imagine instead that I decided to cut it into 4 equal pieces. So let's draw that. So 4 equal pieces. So I could cut it once this way, and then I could cut it once this way. And so here I have 4 equal pieces. 4 equal pieces. But let's say that I want to eat the same amount of pizza. How many of these 4 equal pieces would I have to eat? I encourage you to pause the video and think about that. Well, I would eat this piece. You can imagine me eating this piece and this piece right over here. I've eaten the same amount of the pizza. Each of these pieces, you can imagine, got cut into 2 pieces when I cut the whole pizza this way. And so now I have to eat 2 slices of the 4 as opposed to 1 slice of the 2. So I just ate 2 out of the 4 slices. So even though I'm using different numbers here. Here I'm using a 1/2, and here, or 1 in the numerator, a 2 in the denominator. Here I'm using a 2 in the numerator and a 4 in the denominator. These 2 fractions represent the same quantity. I ate the same amount of pizza. If I ate 2/4 of a pizza, if I eat 2 out of 4 equal pieces, that's the same fraction of the pizza as if I eat 1 out of 2 equal pieces. So we would say that these 2 things are equivalent fractions. Now let's do another one like this. Instead of just dividing it into 4 equal pieces, let's divide it into 8 equal pieces. 8 equal pieces. So now we could cut once like this. So now we have 2 equal pieces. Cut once like this. Now we have 4 equal pieces. And then divide each of those 4 pieces into 2 pieces. So we'll cut those in. So here we have, so let's see. I want to make them equal pieces. Those don't look as equal as I would like. So that looks more equal. And then that looks reasonably equal. So now how many equal pieces do I have? I have 8 equal pieces. I have 8 equal pieces. But let's say I wanted to eat the same fraction of the pizza. So I could eat all of these pieces right over here. Well, how many of those 8 equal pieces have I eaten? Well, I've eaten 1, 2, 3, 4 of those 8 equal pieces. And so once again, this fraction, 4 of 8, or 4/8, is equivalent to 2/4, which is equivalent to 1/2. And you might see a little bit of a pattern here. Going from this scenario to this scenario, I got twice as many equal slices. Because I had twice as many equal slices, I needed to eat 2 times the number of slices. So I multiplied the denominator by 2, and I multiplied the numerator by 2. If I multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number, then I'm not changing what that fraction represents. And you see that over here. Going from 4 slices to 8 slices, I turned every slice into 2 more slices. So I had twice as many slices, and then if I want to eat the same amount, I have to eat twice as many pieces. So all of these, 1/2, 2/4, 4/8, and I could keep going. I could do 8/16, I could do 16/32. All of these would be equivalent fractions.
All right. Now, let me explain to you what you're going to be doing today. When you finish watching this video of me talking, you're going to ask for a sheet that looks like this. Okay? Let me go turn the lights back on so you can see it. All right. Let's make sure you can see that. Oh, it looks all backwards, doesn't it? Okay. All right. Let me see if I can fix that. Maybe not. Okay. I think you'll be able to do this anyway. Okay. So you're going to fill in the numbers to complete the equivalent fractions. So today, instead of using fraction strips, you're actually using pictures, models. we can see in this first model here that 1 out of the 4 pieces is shaded. If you look at this model, the same amount of the shape is shaded, but instead of being divided into 4 pieces, it's divided into 8 pieces. It's just like he was showing you on the video, okay? So 1/4, 1 out of 4, also equals 2 out of 8. Because it's the same amount of this square that is shaded. It's just represented by more pieces. Okay? Alright? I'm going to let you do, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3 more like that. On the bottom, I want you to cross out this one, and this one. Okay, so you only have 3 on the bottom to do. Now these on the bottom do not have models to go with them. You will have to draw them on the back. So you need to draw, for example, like he did, a pizza divided into 4 pieces, and you would color 1 of them. Then you're going to divide another pizza into 8 pieces. And you're going to see how many pieces you need to color to make that pizza look like that one. Okay? I know you can do this. This is not hard. You just got to put your mind to it. Okay, so you have 3 up top you need to do, and 3 down below that you need to do. You can go back and re-watch this part of the video, re-watch me explaining. You can go back and look at the answer that I put at the top up here. Okay? You can go back and watch the video I just showed you. You can just back this up. Okay? So if you need to do that, you can. When you are finished, you are going to turn it in at the finished tray, and you need to find someone else who is also finished. If there is no one else finished yet, you may sit quietly at your seat and read, because it won't be long before someone else is finished. You're going to go take a box of flashcards. You know where they are. They're back there beside Espresso's tank. Go get a box of flashcards, and you and that person need to find a spot and practice your multiplication. I think that's it. Good luck. I know you'll do a good job.